Weddings, like college football, are events imbued with tradition. Bridesmaids, groomsmen, that first kiss. But with all due respect to tradition, let us not forget the contributions of the Michigan Wolverines and Manti Te'o and ESPN in bringing Kate Querum and Brandon Wagner together at the altar. You see, this love story began in the comments section of ESPN's Big Ten blog.
Brandon was AA Wolf, and mine was Blue Girl 04. It's really embarrassing to say that out loud.
Yeah, when she popped in, and there actually weren't a lot of Michigan fans there, so hey, another Michigan fan. Also the fact that she was a girl also kind of made her stand out.
Kate, or Blue as Brandon called her, and Brandon, or AA as Kate called him, joined a group of regulars on the Big Ten blog.
We're defending Michigan from the trolls.
But those regulars noticed their relationship seemed to be about more than just defending the Michigan Wolverines.
So we were flirting, and I don't remember exactly what was going on, but somebody on the blog said something like, "Oh, you guys, you may as well just get married." People
were saying we're the blog couple, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'll blog propose to her, and we'll be the blog, married couple."
So Brandon said something like, "You're right. I can't fight it anymore. Will you blog marry me?" And then he posted a picture of the Michigan championship ring. And you can't say no to the championship ring. It may be the last one they ever get.
Months went by like that, with Blue and AA arguing with Buckeye fans and flirting with each other. But keep in mind, this was in the olden days of the internet, back in 2013, when anonymity reigned in the comments section.
I guess because I had girl in my username, everyone accused me of being like a middle-aged man in my mom's basement.
People had been not believing that she was an actual girl.
But no one seemed to really care. Not until
Notre Dame star Manti Te'o and his girlfriend. Officials at Notre Dame say they believe that story is the result of a hoax perpetrated against Te'o. That was after a Deadspin.com report that said it could not find any record that indicated that the girlfriend, Lene Kakua, ever existed.
At that point, Brandon was like, "But really, is this like a catfish situation? Are you really who you say you are?" And at that point, I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm so done with this."
So then she ends up messaging me and giving me her Twitter handle, but I didn't have Twitter. She didn't have a Facebook, so I found her on Google+. And nobody uses Google+.
It turns into a real nerdy story real fast with all of the different networks and stuff. That's how it happened.
Now that was cleared up, Brandon and Kate took their relationship offline. But to their friends, the relationship was still murky.
When we had first started texting, I was in New York visiting my best friend for my birthday.
And she spent the entire time, 4 days.
I was just on the phone the whole weekend, texting him.
I was like, "Can you get off the phone?"
And I just kept saying to her, this is so stupid. He lives in Michigan. I don't know what I'm doing.
And she was like, "Well, I met him on a Big Ten blog." I was like, "I don't really understand what that is." And so she said, "Well, we were commenting, and everyone joked that I was his blog wife."
But their friends were especially concerned when it came time to meet in person.
And of course I was, skeptical because, you met her in the ESPN forums, dude, really? That's where you met her?
He was very skeptical at first. He's like, "Man, don't start dating her, don't go down there." I was like, "It's gonna happen."
Brandon drove the 12 hours from Ann Arbor to where Kate lived in North Carolina.
So by the time I walked up on her porch, I was just trembling, basically.
He knocked on the door, and I went to the door and opened it, and he looked so nervous and was visibly shaking on the porch, which was very adorable. And so I was just like, "Oh, okay, so I have to calm down because one of us can't be freaking out." So I invited him in, and I gave him a hug, and then I said, "Why don't we go get burritos and just regroup?" So we went and got burritos, and then we went to the beach, and then we've just been together ever since.
At that point, our story becomes a more traditional love affair. AA and Blue, now married, have each other. But they'll also always have ESPN, Manti Te'o, and the Michigan Wolverines.
I don't know what other fans, how they're all still standing, other Michigan fans. At least I had Brandon. At least I got that out of the misery. I don't know what other Michigan fans are doing to cope. So yes, I'm very lucky that way.